Welcome, welcome. This is VCQ, and welcome back to some more Rise of Nations Extended Edition. Be going through some more of the skill tests, not the rest of them, I suppose. I'm going to be going through Whack the General and tactics and hotkey handling. Whack the General is pretty straightforward. It's figuring out which general is using force march and then clicking on them. So it's pretty much more of a how accurately and quickly can you click your mouse instead of anything particular. Oh, and they even give away which one it is. Okay. The first, I think 10 are pretty straightforward, and then it sort of jumps up in speed. I mean, this is obviously useful when you're trying to select units for micromanaging, or if you don't know your hotkeys that well, such as myself. Okay, it's picked up a bit. I missed one. It's having a snooze. Okay, and then it'll jump up again. Nah. Oh, whoops. I didn't want to select that, but oh well. Let's do it again. See if I can beat 24. Oh, I missed one. Ha! So it's jumped up in speed a little. I missed that one there because it was a tad too slow. Okay, now it just gets stupid. No. 25. Should have got the first couple though. So that's Whack the General. Probably the better thing there is accuracy, but I mean when it's generals that you're trying to figure out where is the force march, you're sort of more calculating that rather than how to move your mouse. So I don't think it's a fair comparison. Hotkeys, I don't really know my hotkeys. You can have a look there in the bottom left. It'll tell you which hotkey to use, and then you need to use other hotkeys for selecting units. So pretty straightforward. This is good. I think the factory is O. The dock I know is D. Auto plant is S maybe? Nope, it's definitely not F. Airbase, I think, is... Why is M not for missile silo? That one should be U. Auto plant, what is that? S for stable. That one was K, which is weird. I know selecting that's that, and then what is it, A? Selecting the library is L, but I don't know what's after that. And I'm completely out of it. That's a city. Tank. And that's pretty much it for me. I've got no idea what to build from here. which, if I could be bothered, would be quite handy. So even clicking on them, you can't get any cheat code. It's best to do a really easy game and get all the hotkeys there instead of trying to study them in the menu. I would not like to try again. So that's probably one of my weaker areas of play. I just know, I think a city, and then you can just hit V to build citizens for that. So that's pretty much all that I know, and then farms, well, they're just F. So apart from that, I don't really know them all that well. It is useful if you can quickly cycle through different cities or different barracks and build units without having to look away from a battle or from your micro, then yes, it would be very, very helpful. That would be the next step for me to improve my game. And last but not least for today, we'll go through some tactics. This one, pretty good at. You have an army relatively the same size and strength of the enemy. So 2 generals, 3 supply wagons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 riflemen, 7 anti-tank rifles. And what is that? 3 of each tank. They've got 3 of each tank, 7, 7. They don't have the scouts though. So we do have a slight advantage. Now there's no time limit. And this is usually pretty straightforward. For me it is anyway. You don't want to go out in there guns blazing. To keep troops alive, you essentially need to pick units off. So if you try and take all that on at the same time, you're going to have a bad time. What you need to do is try to lure these units out. Here should be okay. And you just entrench. Bring the 2 commandos out. And you'll create some decoys. So I'm going to try and use some decoys to lure out half of these guys. And then if any troops get close to... That's enough, that's all we need to take care of. Getting a bit too involved here for my liking, but that's alright. Took way too many casualties. Way too many casualties. Okay, so I don't know how far these guys are going to go to find me. So we'll pull these guys out. Okay, so the next objective is to pick these guys off. And we got roughly half the troops remaining. So we'll creep forward just a little bit. There's no time limit, so you can just take your time. One will entrench, one will use decoys, and the scouts will come across. So we're retiring these 2 guys out of the game. They're pretty much useless. try and target the decoys. Well, they usually will first. Okay, that's going to be the hardest bit. The artillery aren't going to be much of an issue. It's mainly more the tanks and the infantry. Okay, so while that tank is preoccupied, retire that one and retire this one. So they got 3+8 on them. So general is pretty strong. Oops, not you. Would be better to keep them, but if they do get knocked out because I'm not paying attention or microing properly or whatever, then there's nothing that I can do about that. So I'm going to try the same tactic. You could just go straight here. I think here's probably just a little bit better, closer, easier. The generals we're not worried about. We can snipe them if they're going to be an issue. Get rid of the armor bonus. So we're just going to coop up here. Get rid of these decoys. So they're going to muck everything up. So if you do have a look at rocks, they will give light infantry, gunpowder infantry, and modern infantry a 33% boost. I don't know if it's applying there. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. So we're going to walk these guys straight in. And you're going to create some more decoys. And we're just going to try and pick out a few of these guys here. The commandos can sit pretty. And the supply wagon can get me some ruins. Okay, that's plenty. Dang, lost a scout. That's annoying. That actually irks me quite a bit. Perhaps I should have just let these guys soak up a little bit more damage. I don't know where they're firing. Are they going for the armored car? Scout is revealed while moving, so we can't use him to just go out and sabotage the tank. So if we can knock out that, the rest of it will be pretty straightforward. And that's what we're aiming for. A lot of screeching from those tanks. That's good, we got him now. That general here, they should take pretty minimal damage. I think they actually do have 2 scouts, but they're hidden because they're not moving. That's alright. We can snipe and get rid of all those other units. So let's get rid of that tank first. Can't believe I let that scout get wrecked. Perfect score's potentially going to be tarnished. Oh, it's just the perfectionist in me. Those decoys aren't going to do much. So that's the tank done. So let's see if these guys will move around just a little. Okay, so that tells me they've got a scout there somewhere. So they got 2 scouts, which I got to be wary of. We're just going to wait. We're going to use a forced march. I actually think it would be better to come through this side, that way I can quickly pick off these 2 guys. And I'll feed some decoys for that one. don't know if the spies will try it. Sorry, not the spies. I don't know if the scouts will use abilities. I don't think they will. And these guys are almost in position. These guys can start attacking that, keep that busy. Looks like they should be fine. We just got that artillery to go, and those scouts, which I think aren't going to interfere. So we'll go straight away for the artillery. One scout, there's a second one. Okay, if that scout was actually going to do something, I'd probably lose a lot more units. And there you have it, that is tactics. And if I hadn't have been sloppy with that scout, it would have been a flawless victory. So I guess that shows you the power of being able to manipulate the enemy the way that you want to manipulate them, but also there is strength in numbers. You will take less losses if your units are grouped together. So that also goes to show that defending, you must be proactive. So if you've got scouts sitting there, okay, it's good to have them reveal enemy units, but it's not good to just keep them idle. They should be either moving, patrolling, or using their abilities. So I hope that has helped somewhat. Join me next time. I'll go through Protect the Wonder, which is actually giving me a bit of a headache at the moment, and we'll go through Raiding Party as well. Any questions, queries, or comments, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers.